Hello everyone, my name is Sparky from Sparky Gaming, and welcome to another episode of Sparky's Guide to Minecraft. So in this episode we are going to be talking about the new copper and iron ore veins that now spawn in the new 1.18 caves. But before we do that, there's something that I want to take care of first. So in the last episode, it didn't go as planned. And if you didn't watch it, you should go watch it. But we did get 42 diamonds from that mining trip. And what I want to do is I want to retire this iron gear. And I'm not sure if I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. But I want to retire this iron armor and get some diamond armor. So let's just craft it right now, and we also are going to get the advancement cover me in diamonds. So let me just take off this armor and let's put this shiny blue rock, shiny light blue armor on, and we still have 18 diamonds left. So we're not going to enchant it today, but we probably will in the next episode, or maybe the episode after that. I'm not really sure. I am going to have to do grind to 30 levels, or even more than that if it comes to it. But let's talk about the main purpose of the video. So we're going to be talking about ore veins today, like I had mentioned. So there are two types, like I had said. There are iron and there are copper. So the copper ore veins are the ore veins that spawn above Y0, and they are covered in granite. Well, it's not like they're not necessarily like covered in granite, but if you see some copper that is by granite, it is potentially a copper ore vein. And there's also the iron ore veins that spawn below Y0, and so those are spawn with tough. And tough is a new block that was added in 1.18, and there's not really any variation of tough. It's just tough, and that spawns below Y0, and it can with the deep slate it can also generate, I believe, between Y0 and Y16 possibly. But that's just off memory. Well, the tough is the tough generation is just off the top of my head. And they could have changed it very well into the when they released the full 1.8 update. I did find these iron ore veins on our caving trip last episode. But like I said, if you did not watch that, you should go watch it, because you're probably gonna laugh at me because of how it went. But you should still watch it anyway, regardless, because there are some valuable things that I did say in there. So, but yeah, these. There's actually two iron ore veins that were actually really close to each other. This is one of the ore veins, and the reason that I know it's an ore vein, well, there is tough and there is deep slate iron ore, but with these ore veins, the block of raw like iron or copper will spawn. The other one is actually just down over here, and there is not a block of raw iron over here, but there's a whole bunch of iron. And there's this tough over here, so that's why I know that this is an ore vein. When you find these, it might take you a while to mine it all up, but you are going to be pretty stacked with iron. I am going to mine all of this up, and then I will let you know what we get. I'm back from mining that iron vein, and we actually got a lot. Like, it was very, very successful mining out that iron ore vein. So I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier or not, and I don't think I did, but I was using my fortune pickaxe. And yes, this is all the iron we got. So it is quite insane. And actually, these are all converted into these iron ore blocks just because I didn't have enough space for my inventory. But while I was mining that, I'm gonna talk about a couple strategies concerning the ore veins. But first, I'm gonna talk about repairing for a second, because I'm not sure if I have you know what, I'm gonna use some iron instead of this diamond pickaxe, my fortune pickaxe right now. But what I had to do is I had to repair that. I don't remember if I went over this or not when I had the enchantment the enchantment table all set up. But basically, what you can do, if you have a tool, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be diamond. Not a lot of people usually do it with like iron, but most people do it with like diamonds or netherite. Sometimes I wouldn't really say netherite. I would say it's more common to do this with diamond tools. But what you can do is, as you can see, the durability is 199 out of 250. So it's not like badly damaged. But what I can do, if I really want to, is I could put in an iron ingot and then it would repair the entire pickaxe. Let's just say it was like at 25 durability out of 250. What would happen is you could do the same thing. You could do 1, 2... Well, you need at least 3 pieces of, or 3 iron ingots to repair that iron pick. It doesn't matter what kind of pickaxe it is, but you need whatever the material of pickaxe is, and then you need that to repair the pickaxe itself. As you can see, it does say an enchantment cost. So if it was down at 25 durability, I would need at least 3 to have a full pickaxe. Well, if you remember, you need 3 of any kind of resource for a pickaxe that is craftable. I was like, okay, with my fortune pickaxe, I was like, well, I really don't want to be wasting my diamonds because at the time I only had 18, and fortunately I got some more diamonds out of digging that ore vein, which was an unexpected surprise, and I got some more other resources too. As you can see, I had to repair this twice, and I'm gonna have to repair it again once I go to that copper vein. It's been a little while since I've been on here. I've been a little busy IRL, but I am going to get the fortune pickaxe repaired up, go down to the iron ore vein, and spend a couple hours, maybe even a few hours, because when I was mining the iron ore vein, I was surprised at how long it took to mine it. It was at least 4 hours. I mean, it might have been a bigger one, but those ore veins are huge, like very humongous. But basically, I will talk about some strategies first, like I had said. Basically, for the iron ore veins, and I'm sure for the copper ones too, you kind of want to mine around the tough blocks or the granite blocks so you can get that ore that you really want. I know for the iron ore vein, there was just like a chunk of tough that didn't have any iron ore in it. So I kind of wasted maybe a little bit of time when it comes to mining that. I guess that was one of the things I didn't do like right, I guess you could say, because I have never like mined out an ore vein before, so I didn't know how long it was going to take. And that's kind of why this video is a little bit delayed. It's going to be a week actually delayed because of that, and just been busy with other things. So, but I am going to go down to the mines, and we're going to mine that copper ore vein, and then I will come back, and then I will show you what I have for resources regarding the copper, even though that I really don't need copper right now. But I think we are at the point where we're eventually going to start building, and I still want to explore, but we do need to get some infrastructure down, because just chests and stuff, and you know, I don't even have a smoker, which I will go over actually real quick. So the blast furnace, I think I had already mentioned that this is twice as fast compared to a regular furnace. If you want to smelt anything in a regular furnace, it's going to take 8 seconds. In a blast furnace, that's 4 seconds. In a smoker, it is also 4 seconds. I guess you could say it is a time saver. It's cutting it by half. I mean, this furnace can smelt more things compared to a blast furnace, which only can do ores, and then a smoker, which is only food related. So if you want glass, you can't use the blast furnace or smoker. So let me just do that real quick. Let me craft that because it's kind of been a pain to do that. Just cooking the potatoes in the regular old furnace. The smoker is also a workstation block, and so is the blast furnace. But when we get into villager trading, we will definitely talk about that more. But for right now, I just want to put it down because it is kind of a necessity right now, because that's literally all I've been eating right now is baked potatoes. I'm gonna stop rambling. I know it's been already 8 minutes and talking right now, so I'm just gonna cut it here, and then I will see you guys whenever I'm done. Alright, so actually, I did not find or at least where I was mining, it was not a copper ore vein actually. It was just some granite surrounded by some copper ore, and there was only like 23. So really, this is what we got from the ore vein, and all this tuff and cobble deep slate and all this other blocks. Unfortunately, we're only going to be talking about the iron ore veins in this episode. Next episode, not really sure what I'm going to do. Like I said, I want to get some building done, so maybe we're going to build some stuff. But yeah, have a good night, guys, and I will see you in the next episode.